Hello, today I'm dealing with special parts and I'm in Fusion right now, and this is a post from a project. This is a bracket, a Q railing bracket, which has been, it's going to be cut here. It was longer. So this bracket was brought in to Fusion, edited, and then brought into my Advanced Steel project, which is here. And here's the bracket. So I already have this bracket in Fusion, but I'm going to export it anyway, so you can just see if you create it maybe in AutoCAD as a solid. So what we can do is we're just going to go to Export, Other Formats, do IGES, and as you can see I've run one here. It wasn't exactly a test, but I failed, so I'm running it for the second time. I'm going to replace that. I'm going to select the part. I'm going to right click. And I'm going to minimize Advanced Steel. I'm going to open Fusion. I'm going to upload. And I'm going to select Files. And I'm going to go into the File folder, which I'm not in already. Post Redesign. And it's going to be the 162. Where's the IGES files? IGES here, 612. Open. So I'm going to upload this. Should only take 4 or 5 seconds, hopefully. And then we'll open this file. The important thing to note actually is if I go back to Advanced Steel, that I have my UCS set to this. It doesn't matter what direction, just set it to it. So just go to your 3 points and pick one. It's not letting me snap to the endpoint for some reason. Alright, the endpoint and the endpoint, and set it like that first, okay, before you export it. So then, at least when it comes in, it's not crooked. It doesn't have to be the right way around because you can reset it, but if it's not crooked, see, this is not the top. But let's view it from there, and then do set current view as front. Now that's the fronted project. I'm going to set my constrained orbit because I like the constrained orbit, just personal preference. So here's your bracket. So now we'll minimize this down. So I have my bracket here. So what I want to do now is I want to put this on a drawing. So Advanced Steel doesn't do a great job. It doesn't really give you you can't really set up a drawing style as far as I know for special parts. You really have to just use the tools you already have. You have to go in here, set the UCS the way it is looking into the Z-axis, and kind of create 3D views and then dimension them, which is fine, but you know, really it could be better. So we'll close that again. We'll go back to Fusion, and so I want to put this part in the document. Now keep in mind when you bring this in here, it's going to be a body, and most anything you want to work with in Fusion wants to be, see, create components usually, and then create your part inside a component. So I don't even have a component, so you want to right click on this, body, or sorry, right click on the bodies. No, sorry, I have that highlighted at the top. Create component from bodies. So that's now a component. So now I can put that on a drawing. So let's go to drawing, from design, and full assembly, or you can just pick, it's only one part anyway, so I can just pick that component, create a new drawing from scratch, ASME, inches, and I do 11 by 8.5. And yeah, so here's your project. Now obviously your title block and everything looks a little big here, so you know what, I don't want the title block that big. Let's see if we go back out, don't save, let's go back in and create drawing from design, and we'll do the 17 by 11. The first number is usually the x-axis, yeah, so that looks a little better size wise. So this is at 1:2, we can maybe go 1:1, bring it in here. So I'm trying to place it in the right place. You can move it again pretty easily, but let me put it here. So I put my bracket here, and that looks pretty good. I want to have it in visible edges is good. And okay, now I want to create some drawn projected views. So select the parent view, come to one side, and it's in third angle projection, as you can see, which is what I want. Top view, bottom view, as you can see, these are pretty easy to generate. And then I'll do OK. So there's all my views. Now, if I want, maybe I can, I don't want this like this. Let's make this a more realistic view. So let's double click on it, and then we can change the view there, or like that. So I think I like the shaded one. So there's your shaded view. You have your other views. So I'll just leave the title block for now. You can edit these elements just by double clicking on them and going in. So I'm not going to do that right now. So we just want to do a little bit of dimensioning. So one dimension here. I don't want to go to here because that doesn't make any sense. So we'll just give the total outside dimension. You have to drag all the way out to get the dimension you want. And then I want to go here. This is 0.55. And the other way is 0.55. And I'll give the full height on this one here. And we'll have to drag all the way to get that the way we want it. Oh, hold on. Nope. Sometimes a little, oh, I had it there. There you go. Oh, it's gone again. Alright. So what we'll do is we'll just drag that back. Alright, so there's some dimensions. So basically I have a drawing there. You know, obviously you tidy up the title block or whatever. So you could have these drawings. You could have these drawings for your special parts. Just have your drawing slightly different, and I can export that to PDF and current sheet. Open PDF. Line width, okay. And we'll just put this in the downloads folder. And we'll call it test 1. This is my second one, so test 1. I call it my second one, but then I call it test 1. Alright, so here it is here. So let me see. Sorry, this is, I have an ultra wide screen. So that's what you get. So, I mean, it's a pretty good drawing for a special part for advanced steel. Obviously, you want to change your dimensions here to be feet and inches. And maybe I'll update a video when I get a little more proficient at this. I hope this helps anybody. Alright, take care. Bye bye.